kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Escapes trouble. And the missed connection on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll start this drive going to the air. Fights off a defender. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Right on the money. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They're going to run it. Shakes off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's in open space downfield. Smashes through the tackle. Turning it on. Touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. Lowers those pads. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Buying some time. Unleashes one. Almost intercepts. Fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Bringing the heat. He got it. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Bailey. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Takes it from the gun on third down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Offense never had a chance. A third down sack forces the punt. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And he'll take this one all the way to the house. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
This should be the last play of the quarter.
Charcoal! Charcoal!
To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He wants it all. And it's caught for the touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the...
Let's go! Let's go!
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. Breaks it in the open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Still looking on the move. Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And if the kicker can... Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Fake field goal is perfect. The defense... No clue who had the football, and the runner just waltzed into the open field.
No clue because it's a stupid play. It's a dumb play. I hate when people call it. It very rarely works. But this time, this scenario, it worked. So kudos to the offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Hand off from the shotgun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. And now they've lost the ball here. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us.
And he burrows his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Got a little space. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Working that wide receiver screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback running on the draw. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. Runs through a tackle. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 11 over Old Dominion. for now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. He's got him in the flat. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Give to the running back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So a dynamite play there. 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off play action. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. It's complete to the right. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got the quick pass. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Into their happy place for a touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And here comes the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got the 1st down and more. At the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he's still running after the move. Turning it on. He's in for the score. Touchdown. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. Push down for the tackle. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Lofts one deep down the right side. Picked off. He grabbed it off the deflection. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is lighting up the scoreboard right now, thanks to dazzling offensive display. They're up by 31 over Florida Atlantic. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And some room to work. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. Finds a seam. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Poe. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Here we go.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Ivy. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. You say, well, why don't you throw it beyond the sticks? Sometimes the completion is enough to give the punt team some space. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It'll be third and long.
Set, ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The inside handoff. Fighting off the defender.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. They punt it away on fourth down. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The handoff keeps working on that clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Here we go, here we go.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Running through contact. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive.
Ready.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt. And really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How good is this team, David?
I love when you say you don't want to get carried away. But, you know why you say but? Because we're going to get carried away. Great start. This is what we do. We're going to react to what we see, and 3-0 is exactly how you draw it up. You build momentum, you start to build confidence, and you start to look like a team, Jesse, that might could do some damage later on in the postseason.
So, can they drown out the noise? Can they not pay attention to what we're talking about and how good we think they are and just keep that workman-like mentality each and every week?
Kickoff unit all up. And we're ready to put toe to leather. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice.
Gashes him in the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Just when you think this offense had its back against the wall, suddenly they're across midfield with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last. Second and 14. unloads quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do it. Oh, they block it. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense.
Running room in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in 1st downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all. To the 2-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pass their way in. And it's a touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 72 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back, looking for help.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The play-action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Lost a throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. They'll ride the hot hit. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he's got it in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. He's at the top. Touchdown.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Holds it in a lot. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking for a gap. It's Valentine.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's in for the touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They are set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Quick spin on the run.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Steps away. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. A lot of urgency for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. The give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's in for a touchdown.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
PAT unit on the field. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Here's the handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Going over the top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went in the half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone? Taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cotton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll go to the sneak. Gets it past the marker.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. The running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's going to take off. Spins away. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And here comes the punt team. He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes down the right side. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, better look out. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Catch in the middle. It's Cotton. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Caught near the sticks. It's Cotton. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. All the way in for the touchdown. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 21 to Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They go to the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Might as well give it to him again. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The give out of the gun. Paul down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he had just enough to will that one home. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Coming out with it, it's Baxter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. the line. It's Cotton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looks it in at the 40. Smashes ahead. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll go back to work on offense. The give to the back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. It'll be 3rd and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He lost it high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. There he goes! Open it up! Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. There's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Wide open downfield. Takes it the other way. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. You say, why not throw it beyond the sticks? Sometimes you just need to give the punt team some space. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Stroud. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The jet sweep pass, and he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. 3rd and goal for the offense. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that play out.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The run from the shotgun. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Give to the running back. He will not get to the first down marker, and now that leaves them with fourth down and a big decision. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. And the quarterback hauled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Drop play, quarterback keeps it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going to swing it on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of he'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Finds a man on the left. to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Snagged in the middle. It's Campbell. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. And it'll be a touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 40. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first two quarters under the microscope. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the right. It's incomplete. That also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be pass, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Charlotte. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now this offense is back on the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Charcoal.
They'll try the run. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Inside the 25. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. Buys a little top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against the good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he hit and slides after the short game.
Which is a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
They'll run it from the gun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And into the end zone for a touchdown. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brewster. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brewster. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Second down coming up.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive... quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And now the offense will come onto the field again.
22.
To the ground with the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a third and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to run it in. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the ground game. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Running to Green. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Leaves it with the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh, and he missed it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give as they work on that clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the back.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on